Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Marlena with Graceful Healing Intuitive Tarot, and this will be our new weekly motivational message. This is to help inspire all signs throughout this week. What is it that you're going to come against? What energies you may be going through during this time? Especially if you're going through the awakening process, especially if you're watching my channel, that means that you're looking at things from a different perspective, perhaps differently than your family, than you were raised, perhaps differently than other people look at things. You're looking at things on a natural progression and things that actually make sense. And then it's going against what you've been taught. So nonetheless, we're going to go through some messages here today. I went on ahead and pulled some messages already, and then we're going to continue to pull messages during this message strictly for you. This will be a quick message for all signs. This will be the motivational weekly graceful healing intuitive tarot message. Welcome to my channel. Okay, guys, so I'm going to pull a little bit about love. I'm going to pull a little bit about just overall energies that I'm seeing, again, for all signs. So as you guys know, I love to hear your messages. I love to hear your comments. Make sure you leave your comments below if this resonates with you. When I pulled first thing this morning after my own meditation session, what came out for me specifically for you and what was in my mind all morning was about feeling accepted. Some of us are out here feeling like, we need to be accepted by others. And maybe some others may want to punish you for you not wanting to go along with the flow, go along with society, go along with even perceptions that you've been taught to go along with, although it may not make any sense to you. This is about disbanding those myths. So today what came out for you was love endures. So this is a message about unconditional acceptance, which is what everybody claims they're doing, right? Don't get me started, y'all. Anyway, love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. Now, I'm also hearing this is a message for anybody who needs to watch it at any time. This motivational message just happened to be coming this week, which is my motivational message for you this week. But this can go along with any timeline. So I'm just hearing that. So although I will put this up as the weekly message, no matter when you hear this, this is for you to hear, okay? So, love does not give up or lose faith. So what is this about? So this may be about family members. This may be about you, loving you unconditionally no matter what. And I'm really hearing loving you unconditionally. This is not just about other people. This is about you loving you unconditionally, regardless of all the judgments that other people have placed on you, but rather you loving you unconditionally regardless of the perceptions, regardless of the judgments, seeing past ignorance is what I'm hearing as well. So all of that to say, love endures no matter what. So the second message that's come out for you is actions speak loudly. I hope you guys can see this as well. I want to make sure you can see it. Actions speak loudly. This message specifically says expressing your love through actions. So, I love this message because what it's telling us is actions speak loudly. So if someone's telling you that they love you, or someone's telling you, concentrate on telling you, but actions aren't backing that up, albeit in relationships, albeit at work, albeit whatever. Again, this is general. In your life, what is someone telling you that their actions don't back up? So actions speak loudly. Your actions speak loudly. You may be extremely successful, but it may not be the way in which your parents expected you to be successful. You may be a YouTuber, an influencer, but God forbid your job actually be that, right? Or whatever that is for you. If it's that you want to cut flowers, if it's that you want to just handle landscape, maybe you left the family business and did something that you were actually passionate about. Actions speak loudly. So all of that to say, regardless of what you say, regardless of what they say, your actions speak louder than what's being said. So at the end of the day, your actions is what people are going to see. Your actions are what people are going to adhere to. So even if you say, I'm a kind person, but then you are mean, or you are belittling, or living in a lower vibrational energy, you have to think about that. And then you have to also think about, well, what is it at the core of you that makes you feel as though you have to feel this kind of way, or where you may actually envy someone else, or where you may actually see something else that you like or don't like, but you only don't like it because you don't have it. Whatever that is, the actions speak loudly. Regardless. The next message is getting to know each other. Get to know one another. It actually says learning to meet another's need for love is important for a relationship to grow. And I dare to say, some of you may be in relationships where you may be meeting someone else's needs, but are they meeting yours? I could go all day on that. Now, if you guys have watched my channel for a little bit even, boundaries are like a major theme in majority all of my readings. If you haven't already seen it, How to Love Yourself, there's I'll attach the link here or the video here, How to Love Yourself. Make sure you go back and look at that. It's about setting boundaries. It's about you guys actually looking at things, again, someone action speaking loudly for you. Are they actually doing what they're saying, or are they all talk? I could sit on that all day, but I'm hearing I need to pull a message, because in regards to this getting to know each other, learn to meet another's need for love is important for a relationship to grow. This is not a one-sided venture. This is not one-sided. This is both-sided. So if someone's not meeting your need and you're meeting their needs, then I dare to say, and this may be a controversial topic, I dare to say you need to back away. Why? Because why? I'm hearing why? Right, why? Some people may have taught you that you're supposed to love unconditionally no matter what. I just talked about that, right? Didn't I just talk about that? Love endures. And what did it say? Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. That does not mean that you're a doormat. That does not mean that you allow people to, at your jobs, take credit for your work. That is not the right thing to do. Ooh, Lord. It's in my spirit right now. That is not the right thing to do. Because, some of you may feel as though, and especially if you may have grown up in maybe perhaps a religious setting, whatever that religion is, it may tell you love unconditionally no matter what. Turn the other cheek. Yeah, I dare to say turn the other cheek, walk away, don't allow yourself to be a doormat. But anyway, what came up for getting to know each other? Protect the wild, protect the green. This, as you know, is, if you're not familiar, this is indicative of the green chakra. Green chakra is your heart chakra. Some of you may say, you know what, I do need to protect my heart. Or maybe I don't need to protect my heart. I need to show them unconditional love, and then they'll show me unconditional love. Nope. That's not what we're doing here today. That is not the message for you today. You do not give of yourself till you're depleted, and then finally say, you know what, I can't do it anymore, and then fill yourself back up on another, through someone else, or through another venture, whatever that may be, shopping. Whatever that may be, going to the spa, going to the nails, getting your hair did, nails done, everything did, nails done, everything. You may get fancy, then you want to go back and give some more. No, that's not what I'm saying. Your heart is important. You are important. You are a spiritual being living on a physical planet, a planet where you have to eat, where you have to live, where you have to perhaps work, whatever it is for you. Some of you may not have to. Hello. More power to you. Some of you may need to work, because why? You won't eat. Because why? You won't ... So all of that to say, you do not give until you're depleted, and then your heart is screaming out for assistance and help, and then you're counting on the same person who you poured it all into. Woo, go. Whew, y'all don't make me preach today. I try not to, And then you wonder why. And then you wonder why they don't want to give back to you. Why? Because you're depleted now. This is a cycle. And actually, it's a universal cycle. If you're depleted, it's just like you being in a relationship, you've given all you can. That whoever that relationship you're in with, who's obtaining and receiving all that you can give and not pouring back into you or not giving back into you or not reciprocating the love, that person no longer wants you once you are depleted. Why? Because there's nothing else you can give them. Be careful who you have in your midst. Protect your heart. There's a lot of methods. There are a lot of so-called moral high ground, speaking like you, think you, all that, claiming that you're above any and everyone, judgmental thought frame mindsets that need to be disbanded. If it comes to your job, if it comes to your health, listening to a doctor tell you what's best for you over your own inkling, your own empathic understanding of yourself and what you feel as though is best for you, not getting a second opinion, moving on. I could go all day. And why? Because I've lived it. And let me tell you that when you start speaking up for yourself, when your actions speak louder than your words, when you protect your heart, people start to look at you differently. I love it. It says respecting boundaries. It came out. Y'all saw it flip out when I shuffled. These are the 3 messages that came out, all in regards to getting to know each other. Boundaries. Respect your own boundaries. How about that? Enforce your own boundaries. How about that? Getting to know each other. To get to know each other, you need to tell this other person what your boundaries are. Do you know what your boundaries are? Dare I say, do you really know what your boundaries are? What are your boundaries? So if you don't set boundaries, you don't create boundaries. And people seem to think that, well, if I do this, then they're not going to. Wrong answer. Yes, they will. But if you're afraid of being who you are for fear that someone won't like you, then what life are you living? Are you being authentic to yourself? Are you being authentic to them? Are you in a relationship that is authentic? Or is it superficial? You need to know what your boundaries are to set them, so then when people cross them, then you already know they knew. And then they're crossing them just because they don't care, or they're crossing them because they didn't know better, whatever it is. Whatever the reason why they crossed them, if you never set them in the first place, how are you going to be mad when they cross them and you never set them in the first place? You never set the boundary for yourself. You never cared enough about yourself to set the boundaries for yourself, because you'd rather be open to whatever than to set the boundaries for your own best interests. Setting boundaries are, oh my gosh, expandingly important. If you haven't done it, figure it out, do it. It's hard for you to set someone accountable for something that you haven't even conversed about. Right? And what also came up was focus and act. So the swords here, and like in most tarot decks, the swords is air. Air speaking, the words that are coming out of your mouth, your vibration, your throat chakra. This is about focusing, then act. Know what it is that, this is about you knowing what it is that you have to say, what it is that you need to do, act. This whole reading has been about actions, actions speaking loudly, focus and then act. How can you express your love through actions? If you don't know what actions to take, if you don't know what love really is, if someone has taught you that love is to be a doormat, to allow yourself to allow anything, then you can't focus. You can't set boundaries. You're not protecting your heart, and therefore you are depleted, and your heart is depleted. How can you get to know someone? How can the relationship grow if someone's not meeting your needs also? Be careful, guys. So let's just conclude. I just want to show you, and I'm going to also get some advice for you to help you through this time. What this message is called, I'm not quite sure. But I really feel like it's love endures and actions speak loudly. But nonetheless, some of you are teeter-tottering on whether or not you should come or go, whether or not you should leave or stay. In a loving relationship, in a family, in a job. You're in between worlds. You're trying to figure out which way to go. Many of us are there. With the past eclipse we just had, lunar eclipse that we just had last week, and that full moon in Capricorn, it's brought a lot of people to a place of understanding to where now they're like questioning their past and questioning their future. Afraid to move into the future because of their past. But this is a time of change. This is definitely a time of change. And some of you are teeter-tottering on what is the best thing to do. So weekly, we're going to do this. Bring forth guidance on a weekly basis so you guys can just help you better maneuver through this change. This message is to the sea. This is about going with the flow. Going with the flow the Spirit has brought you to. Going with the flow, meaning regardless of your situations, all of your situations are different. But just going with that flow without hesitation. If you feel a deep desire, instinct, intuition that this is the way you're supposed to go, or maybe you're supposed to leave this job or get a new job, I'm still on the physical plane. So let me tell you, although I'm in the 5D a lot of times, right now we're still here in the 3D. I wouldn't say leave your job until you get a new one. I'm just going to say that. But nonetheless, whatever you feel, whatever your desires tell you, but nonetheless, faith is what is it? The evidence of what's not seen, right? So going with the flow. What is the flow for you? What is it that you're holding yourself back from? And what is it that you need to just go with the flow and just see how it goes? Regardless. What is it that Spirit's telling you to do? Regardless. I want to just uplift everyone before we just complete this message, because I'm hearing that we need to uplift. So I'm just going to send good vibrations. Thank you, Holy Spirit, angels, guides, ancestors, higher self, child self, head God. I want to lift up everyone that's watching this video and provide that sense of healing. And the next message is happy, happy. I love this message. Happy, happy. Happiness does not come from you faking the funk. Faking who you are. Faking. Happiness comes from who you are. Who are you? When you can let go of these burdens, you're lighter. Happiness, look at these balloons here. They're light enough to where they can just fly. Are you heavy? Are you holding burdens? Are there burdens you need to release? And then we also conclude with time to take a nap. I'm also going to look at the chakra message for you for this week. And time to take a nap. This is about resting. Taking time out to meditate on what your intentions are. What is it that you really want to do? Do you have so many people telling you what to do that you can't figure out what to do for yourself? What is that for you, So all of that to say, it's time to meditate. Take time out for yourself. Rest, restore, relax. Listen to what Spirit is telling you to do. Listen to your gut instinct. Listen to you. Let's see what thank you, Spirit. Okay. All right. Some of you may need to take care of your physical health, and also what came out was crown chakra. So this is about balance, strength, your physical health. So this week, some of you need to take care of your physical health. This will help you with your vitality. You may need to exercise, eat clean foods. This will help you with your strength, balancing yourself out, and also working on your body image. Again, many of us are being taught that the way we look, speak, all of these things really control who we are, especially in this physical plane. And some of you may be feeling like you're not enough because of what the society perspective of what beautiful is, or your body self-image is, or your body should look like this. You know, when did big booties come in, right? I mean, I'm just saying. I remember they used to joke around on TV saying, oh, well, your butt is big. And people would say, huh? And now, your butt is flat? Huh? You know, people's minds change with the wind. So your body image needs to stay consistent. Who you are, who you want to be, where you are in your life is sufficient. Take care of your health, but that does not necessarily mean that you need to look like this. That doesn't mean that you need to look like this with a big booty and big boobs, right? That means that it's about you loving yourself. And I would even dare to say, take time out to look at yourself in the mirror, naked, be who you are. Become authentic to yourself. Who are you really? Your self-image is important here. Take time out for you. What also came out for you was your crown chakra. That's here. That's about opening your crown chakra, looking at things from a different perspective, opening up to spirit. I want to see what spiritual message comes out as a result. And then the last, we also receive your inner child. So this is about you feeling like you can take that action. Ooh, okay. This is about you feeling, I love it. This is about you feeling playful. That lightheartedness that I told you about, right? Innocence, wonder. This is about your inner child. If you just heard me just now when I was praying, who I also pray to is my inner child. Who I also talk to and think is my inner child. Who am I? Who was I? Who do I want to be? What did you want to be when you were a child? Taking that time out for you to be lighthearted. Again, releasing some of these burdens, releasing some of these judgments, releasing all of it, really. But just take it one step at a time. In order for you to feel like you can do anything and step out on a cliff and enjoy yourself and be happy like this. Be happy like this. Go with the flow. You have to feel like you can. Give yourself permission to be lighthearted, to be happy, to go with the flow, regardless of what that is, regardless of the judgments that are around you. The message that, and I'm going to conclude here, the message that came with your crown chakra message is growing. If you see that. This is growing through pains. This is growing through perceptions, growing through images, self-images. And I'm also going to give you the affirmation associated with this growing message. If you notice here, there are little fairies all around here helping this to grow. Many of you may need people around you as a support system to help you grow, to help you come out of a stagnant situation, to come out of a place of feeling less than, feeling unjustified, feeling judged. You may need helpers around you. Let's go ahead and get started with the affirmation. Repeat after me. Let's just breathe. Each day I nourish myself with the light in order to grow in divinity. I am here to learn and to grow at a soul level. I find my balance between material and spiritual worlds. And I free myself of inner conflict. This message is from a higher perspective. Everything that we experience in life, whether we perceive it to be a wonderful blessing or a terrible misfortune, or somewhere in between, always serves for our highest growth as a spiritual being in human bodies on this earth. Embrace your life, your experiences without judgment, and trust in the knowledge that they all serve a purpose. I mean, I don't know how it could have been concluded any better than that. I mean, I just can't make this up, guys. This is spirit talking through me, know that. But that message was perfect. That was a perfect ending to a perfect message, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this message. Definitely leave your comments below. Thank you so much for your support, and I will continue your weekly love readings, and I'm about to start your August monthly readings. So definitely stay tuned to that. Thumbs up before you roll out, and make sure you guys subscribe if you would like to see me on a weekly basis. I love you guys. Blessing, love, and light. Bye-bye.